Taylor. Here we go. So we started with a shoulder stop. Ooh. Okay. Lots of fun. It's a combination. Actually, this is 2 6-count movements strung together. We start with a tuck turn. This can be done actually without the hand. It actually makes it easier without the hand. We open up. We close. The weight's on this foot. And then as Sydney is turning out, normally you would let her just escape. I'm keeping my hand on her back, and I'm maintaining contact as she turns, and then my hand rests on her shoulder here. We've now reached the end of our first 6 count, and I'm going to go into another rock step. Rock, step, step, step. An important thing to remember for this movement is that you don't want it to be jerky. I am now connected to Sydney's frame directly. There is no buffer arms going on here. So I need to make sure that I'm absorbing her motion before changing the direction, otherwise you're not going to get a second chance. Okay, so we're going to do this again. Actually, why don't we do it from a different angle? We'll see. You'll see the head in the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. One.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think that's sufficient. You can just rewatch and rewatch until you get it. If you have any questions, then you know where to go. Next, we have the
Guy turn.
guy turn.
This is lots of fun. Follows are constantly getting a chance to turn, and now it's our turn, leads. So this is done from open. It looks like this. Okay. So much like a pass by, we're changing positions entirely. The difference is that I'm leading Sydney towards me in a straight motion as opposed to a turn. And I'm going under her arm. So I'm lifting up her arm. With my first step, I'm stepping past her. Second step, I'm stepping away and pivoting. Do you have any comments for that one, Sydney, or is that?
No, that's pretty much it.
Remember your directed rock step.
Yeah.
This is like any of these movements we've been teaching you from open. There's going to be some tension in this hand that's telling Sydney she's coming towards me. And then what happens after that is really what you're needing.
So after this, we have the parasol.
Yes, another sort of version on passing each other. This one's done for crosshand. So if you remember, we get into crosshand with our tuck turn to cross here. And parasol is it's actually just you're playing with heights. I'm going to rock step Sydney backwards. Again, we've got this exaggerated rock step to really get a lot of energy in her body. And then as I'm stepping by, I'm lifting my arm up above Sydney. And then as it's above her head, I drop the hand and catch it. Let's try that again for full speed. So, from crosshand, the basic. Ba, ba, ba. Drop.
Yeah.
Parasol. Sydney is turning counterclockwise.
Yes.
Yes, you are. And I'm passing on her right side, just like a regular pass bar.
And follows, just make sure that, again, you're heading in the direction he's sending you in, and you just let that arm fall nicely. Don't tense up, otherwise it'll be awkward. So.
What else did we cover this episode?
We had a dip.
A dip.
Your basic dip.
Fantastic. Okay, let's do it from this orientation.
Alright.
So the dip, you can lead them in the middle of the dance, but often they're reserved for the ending. The first thing I want you to take away when you're trying aerials or dips or finishes is that the timing is not as important. We want it to be done safe before done, on time and technical, right?
So make sure that you have that connection and that you're just really supporting each other.
That's right.
Rather than just tossing someone into it.
Don't.
Otherwise it's floored.
Don't stress about your timing or the rapidness of the motion. Make sure you're secure.
Yeah.
So with that said, the way this works is we do another circular rock step, open. And then when we close back up, I'm placing Sydney's hand on my shoulder. Okay, so it's sort of, we're bringing each other closer together, and then we sink down.
Now, if Taylor moves away, I'm okay, I'm supporting myself. He can lead me into a deeper dip if he's willing to support me there, but generally, they're not carrying any weight, neither am I.
And you'd only do that with someone that you know, you've danced with them before, and you've actually discussed this is how you like to do your dips. You do not over dip anyone you're dancing with on the social dance floor. You let them hold themselves. So we're going to show you this at just a regular speed here. So what we're both doing to really make this look good is once we're in this position here, we sink. Or we sink down even lower than we normally would be when we're dancing. Let's do it for this right. Open, close, sink. For leads, your weight is all on this left foot.
And follows yours is all on your right, and you're just keeping all of your weight above your hip, which is above your knee, above your foot, all in a nice line.
You can do fun things with your hands. You can have either both hands on her back, really close, or one hand up, or hand down, or a hat. Whatever you feel like to make it personal.
Yep. So that was the end of